Have you ever looked up at the sky and wondered, what's the weirdest thing that could fall from it? Maybe rain, maybe hail, but what about meat? Stick with me, because today on Oddly True, we read diving into one of the weirdest facts in bizarre history, the Kentucky meat shower of 1876, a true story so strange, it'll leave you questioning reality itself. Let's set the scene. It's March 3rd, 1876, in Olympia Springs, Kentucky, a sleepy little town where nothing much happens. Picture rolling hills, wooden fences, and farmers going about their day. But this day was about to become one of the strangest events in dark history. Mrs. Mary Crouch, a farmer's wife, is outside tending to her chores under a clear blue sky. No clouds, no storms, just a normal, sunny day. Suddenly, she hears a faint plop, then another, and another. She looks up, and to her horror, chunks of raw, bloody meat start raining down around her. Yes, you heard that right, meat was falling from the sky. This wasn't some sci-fi story or an alien encounter. This was an unbelievable but true event that baffled everyone. The meat wasn't just a sprinkle either. It fell over a 100 by 50 yard area, covering the Crouch family's farm in gory bits. Some pieces were as small as a fingernail, others as big as a fist. Imagine standing there, dodging chunks of flesh like some kind of creepy fact come to life. The townsfolk were stunned. They gathered around, poking at the meat with sticks, trying to make sense of this real mystery. Was it a prank? A divine curse? Or something even weirder? This bizarre history moment wasn't just a one-off oddity, it was about to spark one of the strangest debates in weird science. Word of the Kentucky meat shower spread like wildfire? Newspapers across the country reported on this shocking fact, and soon, curious scientists and locals alike descended on Olympia Springs to investigate this unexplained phenomenon. The meat was collected, examined, and even tasted by some brave or reckless souls. Yes, you heard that right. A few locals claimed it tasted like mutton or venison. Talk about creepy facts. Scientists got to work analyzing the samples. Early tests confirmed it was indeed animal tissue, possibly beef, pork, or something else entirely. But here's where the weird facts pile up. There were no slaughterhouses nearby, no butchers tossing meat into the air, and definitely no planes back in 1876 to drop anything from the sky. So, where did it come from? One theory suggested a flock of vultures had flown overhead. Vultures, known for eating carrion, sometimes regurgitate their meals when startled or to lighten their load for flight. Could this be the answer to one of the odd truths of this true story? Scientists speculated that a group of vultures, after feasting on a dead animal, might have vomited mid-flight, sending chunks of meat raining down. It's a gross but plausible explanation, grounded in weird science, but not everyone was convinced. Some locals whispered about unexplained phenomena may be a cosmic event or even a supernatural force. Others pointed to the clear sky, arguing that vultures couldn't explain the sheer volume of meat or the fact that it fell so evenly over such a large area. This bizarre history was starting to feel like a sci-fi story, with no clear answers in sight. Host on camera, holding a prop chunk of meat. Now, let's pause for a fun fact. The meat wasn't just random goo. Some pieces were identified as lung tissue, muscle, and even cartilage. But here's the kicker: nobody could agree on what animal it came from. Was it cow, sheep, something else? This real mystery was getting weirder by the minute. Here's where the shocking facts come in. In 1876, a scientist named Dr. Allen McLean Hamilton took a closer look at the meat under a microscope. His findings: the samples were likely from an animal, but the exact species remained unclear. The vulture vomit theory gained traction because it explained how meat could fall from the sky without any alien encounters or supernatural nonsense. Vultures were common in Kentucky, and their digestive habits were well known. But there's a twist. Some samples didn't quite match known animal tissue. A few researchers suggested the meat might have been contaminated by atmospheric bacteria or even a rare phenomenon called blood rain, where red-tinted water or organic matter falls from the sky. This wasn't just a creepy fact, it was a glimpse into the limits of 19th century weird science. Without modern DNA testing, the truth remained elusive. So, was it vulture puke or something straight out of a sci-fi story? We may never know the full truth, but this unbelievable but true event remains one of the strangest in dark history. The Kentucky meat shower wasn't just a gross moment, it was a puzzle that challenged everything people thought they knew about the world. The Kentucky meat shower reminds us that the world is full of real mysteries and strange events that defy explanation. It is a true story that shows how even the most shocking facts can have surprisingly mundane causes, like vultures with bad table manners. But it also teaches us to stay curious. Weird facts like these push us to question what we think we know and embrace the odd truths that make history so fascinating. From Africa's mysterious fairy circles to Europe's dancing plagues, bizarre history is global, and every corner of the world has its own unexplained phenomena waiting to be explored. The Kentucky meat shower is just one chapter in the book of creepy facts that prove truth is often stranger than fiction. So, there you have it, the unbelievable but true tale of the Kentucky meat shower, a shocking fact that's equal parts gross and gripping. If you loved diving into this bizarre history, hit that subscribe button for more odd truths and true stories every week on Oddly True. Drop a comment below. What is the weirdest thing you've ever seen fall from the sky? And don't forget to like and share for more weird facts and real mysteries.